She doesn't respond. And then David was just like, oh, I have an appointment. I can do it today. And I was like,
That's so funny. Yeah. I haven't been like, I mean, I literally, this is not the beginning of my third read. And so I haven't really got to this story. I like went to Leslie, so I mean, conference like last week. But other than that, I'm just like, I don't know all of the, like I know what happened, but like I heard that recently. Yeah. To some other version of the stuff.
it was her.
Okay, and apparently.
I've been kind of.
Okay. Some people at my station were like asking what people think of it.
So I've been here, this is my like third week at the station, and I just sort of adopted the story. That's all I've been covering since like last week I covered it like 4 days out of last week, and then all this week I've been covering it.
Yeah.
So like it's like I door knocked on his mom's house, the shooter's mom's house.
Oh wow.
She did not come, but
So what is the case closed?
well, I mean, they've arrested the 2 suspects. You saw that they got the 16-year-old. Yeah, 2 weeks. It's so interesting. A lot of these shootings are young people. Like, they're all teenagers. Which to me is like...
How old is this guy?
He's like in his like early 20s. I am trying to figure out my situation with my stick mic. It's like I turn it on and I'm not seeing like a lot of levels. How do I fix the volume on the camera? Hi y'all.
Good, how you doing?
How are you?
Good, I mean, I got you an estimate on some benefits out there to do that. I get you that.
What about it? I think channel, it's really like swapped it, so it's, I think it's like channel, let's see, channel 1 is like, I'm pretty sure. Hello, oh, yeah, we're good, we're seeing lots of buttons now. Okay, there it is. So I'm... Thank you so much. I got it working. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate you. All right, bye. Are you an NADD ID?
I am.
Okay, that's my favorite spelling about it. I've always loved it in that.
love a place.
Have you seen those like in college?
AI generating
Like hang out with like the reporters from all the yeah, we all have
I got it.
In my hometown.
no way.
Yeah,
We have one an hour away, and so we have like this little merger, like on the weekends where Charlottesville station merged with ours, just for the broadcast, because they all send each other. So I got to know some of the reporters there, and they're really cool. So like,
Well, look
I
at
love
those
this.
guys. All the text out of that.
Yeah,
Let's put it in.
because again, like, yeah.
So what I'm finding is I've got 5 programs right now. Like one of them is what I'm doing to get the picture and like it'll let you customize it in the video. It's got to be able to customize it. Take ownership of it, you know.
There's a guy in a suit back there. So. Unless there's a guy in a suit casually voting today. Hopefully that's like a
Yeah.
It's going to be random for us.
Good guy.
Unless we
Alright.
Right.
That's promising.
What I think I'm going to say is whenever we put our photos in, but you can move them around, you know.
Yeah.
Basically, it's going to slap them in there and you're going to move them around to where you want. Yeah.
Are y'all gonna like place them right there?
Yeah, just with like the background.
Yeah.
Do you have a stick mic?
I do. It's on.
I brought a. No problem.
I'm trying to save battery, so I probably won't turn it on until.
Yes. You slide out.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you.
Yeah.
Every day we're lifting weights. Exactly. The first time my mom was in she was like, why is your back so rough? Mom, you don't know. I'm literally just getting swole every day.
Just live, dude.
You're right, though.
Is this car good for me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How are you? Good.
I do know this guy. You won't remember. I talked to him for years. Hey.
Jeremy's about to come down. So he has the crutches and a scooter. So he probably have to roll around here. And so, let me see. Yeah. This should be fun. But he'll be down in a couple minutes.
Thank
Sorry
you.
about a little wait.
All good.
How's he doing?
Not good.
Yeah. Hey Dennis, my shot is up. Do you guys want me to call into IFB or do you think we're good? I don't know. I just want to be extra prepared, Dennis. Yeah, I haven't turned on my mic yet since I was with Battery and he's coming over here right now.
Is your is your mic hot?
Yep.
You want a mic? Do you need a mic test?
Sure.
Mic check 1, 2, 3, 4. You getting audio levels? Gianna, can you check mine?
Yep. Let me just turn on that. Okay.
I got you.
All right, I'll call you if I need anything, Dennis.
Gianna, mic check 1, 2, 3, 4. We've seen audio levels. Okay, great.
Okay, let's see.
And almost
Almost. All right, and ready.
3, 4, 5. Getting audio levels 1, 2, 3, 4. Mic check 1, 2.
Slightly. Let me turn the volume up. Try again.
Mic check again. 5, 6, 7. Mic check 8, 9, 10. We're getting audio levels.
I might have to loud my phone.
May I?
Okay. You try going back over there again, please. I'm so sorry.
Mic check again. 5, 6, 7. I'm running out of numbers. Mic check.
All right, perfect.
All right, right on.
Thank you.
Like regretting not
I might have an extra hair tie.
No, it's okay.
I was going to turn
Got a
mine,
bunch in my
but
car.
you do the realize.
Our hair has to look good. I work slightly good. That's
Does your dad want to come here or no? Yeah, he's coming. Okay. You want me back here? Yeah. If you need, you want to prop that. I'm scooter up. I'm scooter. I'm gonna put it right here for you. Where you want it? Let me prop it up like right kind of in front of mine,
All right.
so I can.
Would you?
Yeah.
Right here?
Yeah. That's perfect. Easy? Yeah, that's good.
And here, I can move that.
Okay,
if you
appreciate
need
it.
to.
No.
You want to get a little closer?
Yeah, I want to make sure your audio's good.
Yeah, I got you. All right. If I turn it like that, does that work?
That's perfect.
Yeah, it works.
Work for you guys? All right. If y'all need to move it, let me know. One of these legs is kind of janky.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Yeah. I'm with my dad?
Yeah.
He's right there. Look at him.
Okay. Well, good afternoon or morning, everybody. My name is Tyler Bailey. I have the honor and distinct privilege of representing Mr. Evans, who's right to my left, who was a fortunate victim of a mass shooting here over Memorial Day weekend. Bear with us, because this is a traumatic experience for Mr. Evans, being right back on the scene where what should have been a good weekend turned into what you would see in a war zone. And so what we wanted to do today was talk about the independent investigation that my office is doing right now. And Mr. Evans would also like to address the media and others just concerning where things are today. So as everybody knows, back on May 25th, when the shooting happened, for no reason, it should have been a good night, a good day, and then for no reason that justified firearms being pulled, you have multiple shots that went off, 10 people who were hit, including Mr. Evans, which a bullet struck his lower extremity, as you can see right here. It struck a main artery. He's really thanking God that he's even here right now, because he could have lost his life, as so many others could have as well. And what makes this thing even more tragic and unfortunate is you have teenagers involved with this. The recent shooter who was arrested was a 16-year-old kid with this type of gun. And I don't know how he was raised or what he had going on, but it should have never have happened. And our independent investigation so far has revealed that, one, you have firearms who were on this boat when there was over 120 people on there. Barely, they may have had somebody who technically checked you getting in, but there's no security. Essentially no security for this type of party. Too many people on the boat. And we're asking, how did these guns get on the boat? How did these shooters have access to firearms when everybody else was being patted down? And there's also some conflicting reports out there. There's information that says there's no alcohol or provided on the boat, but that's not the case. We know that there were bottles of tequila being sold. There are alcoholic beverages being sold. There's nobody checking IDs. And you have minors on the boat with firearms. So these are just things that we have found out in the coming days since this incident. We're thankful that law enforcement is investigating this, and they're looking to cover every stone, cross all their T's and dot every I's. And we want full justice and accountability. Anybody who played a role for this, who was associated with the criminal aspect, should be criminally prosecuted, but also there's going to be civil responsibility for those who knew the harm that Mr. Evans was subject to being on this boat, and others had a duty to have safe security measures and was just completely, I would even use the word negligent, I just completely disregarded the safety of others. It was just simply about making money, making a buck, making a profit, when they could have just had a few other measures in place and this incident would have never happened. So now what we'll do is we'll allow Mr. Evans, he's going to say some comments. We'll take some questions I will ask, because there's an active criminal investigation going on, that direct questions to me first, and there may be things that Mr. Evans can chime in on, but just be understanding if I have to say that he can't comment on these things right now.
What happened on May 25th completely changed every aspect of my life. In one single moment, my entire world was flipped upside down, and it hasn't been the same since. As a result of this mass shooting, I've had to undergo surgery. As you can see, my foot was injured, and I faced unbearable pain as a result of my injuries. This incident traumatized not only me, but the lives of many others who were affected and lived through this situation. Today, I do want to thank Horry County Police Department for their time and their work in this investigation. I'm thankful to be represented by my lawyer, and we will be pursuing full accountability and full justice for the Little River 10. Thank you.
Any questions?
Do you know who was selling the alcohol on the boat?
We do not have their information right now. we have an idea who it is, but it would be premature to say that name at this time. But we can confirm that alcohol is being sold on the boat.
Do you know who owns the boat?
I do know who owns the boat.
Are you able to release that right
It's
now?
public information. I would recommend that y'all look into the LLC who has the boat, and it's clearly out there.
Do you plan on suing that boat owner?
We're planning on filing a lawsuit against anybody who's responsible for this, who played a role. We're looking at the boat owner, any other companies affiliated with them. Anybody who had a role in this knew what this whole thing was going to be about, and just simply disregard their obligations, probably will be named in the lawsuit.
This security personnel, is it personal security, or do you know if they were hired from outside to help out on this boat?
We don't have all the information right now. I would even call them security personnel. I said they should have had security personnel. There's somebody who did pat people down. We're not sure at this time if he was a registered with a security company, or if he was just a guy with a shirt on acting that he was security. So I don't think it was security to the standard of the event that this was at all. But he may label himself as a security person.
You go.
Mr. Evans, what do you remember the moments leading up right before you got shot? Where were you at?
I will. So let's ask for some real specific details. I think Ms. Evans has talked a lot about it. I think just you can say some brief facts on just where you call, but I will say, you exactly where he was and things like that. At this time he was shot, traumatic event. It was dark outside. I doubt he can say exactly where he was right now. But the police investigated it. They labeled where victims were shot at. So, Ms. Evans, you can try to answer that real briefly.
I got you. So the boat party was scheduled to last from 6 to 9 p.m. So the shooting did occur somewhere between the time of 9 to 9:30, and we were just recently getting off of the charter when the incident did occur. So I can say that we were not on the boat; we were off of the boat when the incident did happen.
And one thing I'll add to that, which was really plays a big role in this, is that it's interesting. These individuals didn't run to their vehicles to get the guns. They came off the boat. They had the guns already on them. So they were getting off the boat, but the guns were on the boat.
Mr. Evans, firsthand, I just want to say I am so sorry you're dealing with this, and my heart goes out to you during your recovery process. I have done a lot of research on this party, and I noticed on the Eventbrite page where people could purchase their tickets from Jacqueline Bellamy and Meek Bell, it said the party was for 18 plus.
Yes.
Somehow this 16-year-old got on the boat. Do we know any details about how he got on the boat? Was he accompanied by Bellamy? Was he with Bellamy's son, who was also arrested beforehand?
Well, what we can say is that it said 18 plus. There's some alcohol on the boat. No IDs were checked, for what we know. So who knows? It could be 12-year-olds on the boat. They should have known just the nature of the weekend, the type of party that was being held, that it probably would have been best to have somebody checking identification. It does seem like this 16-year-old was closely affiliated maybe with one of the minors who may have been related to the owners. Ms. Evans could comment briefly on that, but we don't know exactly how he got on boat. What we do know is they weren't checking identification to get on the boat. More than likely, they were just checking the purchase. You had a ticket, you're from the Eventbrite, you can get on the boat.
And I'm sorry, I'm following him up from what he said. This party was not a private event. It was open to the public. All you had to do was either purchase a ticket through Eventbrite, or also there were other payment methods they were accepting for individuals to purchase tickets. So following on what he said, there were no identification checked at any time of this event. So, I mean, anybody could have came on this boat. And I would just say that following his statement.
Can you speak to the future of your recovery?
Yes, I'm good. Okay.
Well, I'll comment first, but to the extent of his recovery right now, we don't even know the full extent. It's still early. Thankfully, he's alive right now. We're just talking about the physical injuries, not the long-term PTSD and trauma associated with this. I was talking to Ms. Evans. I was thinking I probably would never want to go to a large party again. Every Memorial Day, you're going to think about this. Fireworks that go off. I mean, this is trauma that's going to last a lifetime. Of course, we're optimistic that treatment program could help alleviate some of those symptoms, but it's still too early to say the full extent of his injuries, the scars associated with the bullets, removing fragments from his leg. I mean, when a bullet wound usually bullet fragments go disperse in the body. They come out on their own sometimes. This is trauma that he's gonna live with, so he can't really say the full extent. It's really too early.
Horry County Police say that they are charging this juvenile as a juvenile. Do you hope that they end up charging and trying him as an adult at some point?
What I want is full accountability. You know, we're going to control what we can control. We want to thank law enforcement for what they're doing. And I think they're going to use their best judgment to decide whether this should be a situation where he's tried as an adult or they could continue to prosecute him as a juvenile. But at the end of the day, what Mr. Evans and I both want is full justice, full accountability, that everybody be held accountable, that the law prosecute this thing vigorously, and then anybody who's civilly responsible also do what they should do to make all of the victims whole.
Have you guys spoken with Jacqueline Bellamy, the host of the party, or did you interact with her at the event, or have you guys taken action against her?
We can't comment on that.
Okay, and a follow-up question, you know, how a lot of people did say that they saw one of the suspects, Shawan Williams, the first suspect arrested, flash a gun in his waistband and then hand a weapon to a second suspect. Did you see any of this, or or have you heard other people say the same thing?
I've heard people say the same thing, but we can't comment on it. The videos, I think, are pretty self-explanatory of what happened. We can say that we're glad that the law enforcement has made these arrests, and I think their investigation will reveal more, but we can't speak on that.
And Mr. Evans, one more follow-up question. Mr. Evans, how has your healing process been with your mental health? Have you gone to counseling? What kind of steps are you and your family taking to help you heal?
As of yesterday, I've actually had begun seeing a therapist in regards to getting some help with this situation. My life has completely been altered from this. I actually am a resident of Atlanta, Georgia. So I'm now in a position where I'm not even able to travel or go back to my home. So moving forward, like I'm following up this next week with my surgeon to see if there's any further surgeries that have to be done, and the next steps to make sure that I am getting proper healing for my wound.
How are your friends doing?
My friends, as of right now, 2 are currently still hospitalized, and the rest of us are out here and just trying to make it and trying to understand this incident and process what happened to us. But we all are staying together. 6 out of 10 of the victims were my friends. We're all friends. It was our friend group. So as you can imagine, we were just all trying to stick together. We're all trying to keep strong and move forward from this. And of course, it will be a long road to restoration and recovery. But we have each other at least, and we will be moving forward from this.
Can you confirm that Jacqueline Bellamy was the person who chartered the boat?
I can't confirm that right now, so I'm not going to give comment on it.
When you purchased a ticket through Eventbrite, did it make you verify your identification beforehand or anything?
We can't comment on that fully. And the thing about these parties too, they're usually wristbands and things like that, right? You all may have seen the ads. People fake those all the time as well. I mean, you had a 16-year-old on the boat with a gun. So even if Eventbrite did do that, clearly there were really no checks and balances the night of the party or the day of the event on the boat. Any other questions?
Were the friends that you came with, were they also from out of town as well?
Can't comment on that part. But we appreciate it. We're thankful for the media bringing attention to this. I think some of the commentary behind this actually resulted in the second arrest happening when it happened. So we appreciate the coverage. Mr. Evans has a long road to recovery, and I want people to understand that even the people who weren't shot are also harmed because of this. I mean, people just being out, the gunshots, I mean, the PTSD and long-term trauma from an incident like this really is undescribable. And so we appreciate y'all's attention to us, and also understanding that there's some things that Mr. Evans just can't answer at this moment with an ongoing criminal prosecution, and we're still conducting our investigation. And so if anybody has comments later on or has questions, feel free to reach out to my office, and Mr. Evans could be made available if appropriate for certain things. Thank you.
Mr. Evans, how old are you?
I'm actually 25.
Okay? Thanks, y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you both.
So, okay, sorry.
No request, I'm sorry.
Oh.
Thank you. Sorry.
Thanks, Sherman.
Thank you. Y'all have a good day now.
Have a great day.